Good afternoon, everybody. John Ward, Director of Emergency Management, Clay County. Today, let's talk debris. I just kind of want to bring everybody up to speed as to where we're at with the debris process. And kindly remember, before our hurricane, we had Hurricane Harvey. We then had Hurricane Irma, which impacted 48 of the 67 counties in the state of Florida, with catastrophic impacts down in South Florida. And also now, unfortunately, Hurricane Marie down in the islands. I say all this to say that haulers across the nation are stretched very thin. We are fortunate to have haulers in theater in the county that are working to get the debris up within the county. Unfortunately, over the 640 square miles of the impacted area that we've got, this is going to be a time-consuming process. Also want to remember and let everybody know the flooding that we dealt with. We've got upwards of 450 homes that are either major or destroyed. And out of these homes, there's obviously going to be all the interior portions of the home, furniture, drywall, that type of thing that's going to be gutted out and is currently stacked by the side of the road. We're working in those areas that have that wet construction debris to get it up before it begins to mold and cause a safety issue. We're also working in areas that have heavy vegetative debris. When I say heavy vegetative debris, there's some areas of the county that have 8-foot piles on both sides of the road of the larger trees that fell in some of our more densely tree-populated areas. Some of the current operations we're working on today is we're in Orange Park off of Aquarius Concourse, which is where some of the construction debris was. Doctors Lake Drive, which is exactly what I was speaking of the 8-foot piles of vegetative debris on both sides of the road. We're working in Middleburg to get the rest of the flooded homes and that debris off the side of the road. We've been working very aggressively at that because that's one of the areas we've been concerned about with the safety issues. Creighton Road up in the northern Fleming Island area, which again had a lot of construction debris and vegetative debris from the flooding. We also have bucket trucks that are down in Keystone Heights currently working, and they're working on what's called leaners and hangers. Those leaners and hangers are trees or tree limbs that are hanging over the right-of-way, could potentially be a safety issue over sidewalks, right-of-ways, or roadways. And what these bucket trucks are doing is they're going through and they're cutting these trees down ahead of the haulers arriving so it can be cut down, stacked up, and be removed in that same process when our folks come through. To date, when I say trips, it's from the point of the areas that we've picked up to the drop-off point of the various areas that we're doing it. We've made over 1,070 trips. We've picked up right at 6,018 cubic yards of construction debris, over 48,000 cubic yards of vegetative debris, and right at about 3,000 yards of the mixed construction debris, household trash, that type of thing. We've had a lot of questions about advanced disposal. This morning we met with our partners from Advanced Disposal and kind of changed that path forward is what we've been doing. Everybody has assigned vegetative days. The way we were working it before was the advanced disposal trucks were out doing their normal pass. If I had a Monday pass, they were doing Monday pass. Whatever got completed that day, they'd move on to the next zone the next day. Unfortunately, that wasn't working. We had a lot of our residents that were not getting picked up. So we've asked them to complete a zone, which in turn may put some of the days behind. So the Monday day may actually take a day and a half, 2 days, and then they'll move to the next zone. What this is going to allow us to do is it'll allow Advanced Disposal to pick up all the areas. And we've asked Advanced Disposal to only pick up the 5 cubic yards or less of the approved debris and also the bags. They're not going to be touching any of the larger piles. The larger piles are going to be for our storm debris contractors that are out and about. State roads. Our Department of Transportation is responsible for cleaning up the first pass and all the right-of-ways of state roads. Like us and other counties, they're very limited on resources and very limited on haulers. Our partners at DOT is currently working off State Road 16 between the bridge and State Road 17, and they're moving forward, and they're going to be up and down all the state roads for the first pass. But again, it is going to take some time. And the waterway debris. Waterway debris is managed by the Department of Environmental Protection. They currently have boats in the waterways to include Doctors Lake, St. Johns River, and soon to be Black Creek. These boats are cleaning out the heavy debris such as the dock debris, the vegetative debris, the appliances, and other household items that were washed from the flooded homes into our waterways. This will be a time-consuming process for our residents that would wish not to wait. Just please be advised that you can take your vegetative debris to your local ECCs that you normally would. You can deliver it to your ECCs or you can deliver it to the fairgrounds. We have a temporary drop site at the fairgrounds that you can bring your vegetative debris at, and all fees are currently waived at any of our sites. If any of our residents have any questions or concerns about this, please feel free to give us a call at area code 904-284-7703. And again, thank you for your patience as we move forward and recover from this event.